Gitin Daf Nun Hey Amud Beis. It's titled page 1 with an arrow where the sugya starts. Amar Rabbi Yochanan Maidich Siv Asher Yodam Mefachet Tamid Umakshu Liba Yipil Bara. Rabbi Yochanan started the sugya with the story of the Churban by quoting the pasuk Asher Yodam Mefachet Tamid. The lucky is the person who's always, Rashi says, he's always concerned, he's always thinks ahead to make sure that nothing bad comes out from his actions. Somebody that will harden his heart and not be interested in seeing the consequences of his actions. He could fall through and lead to something negative. So he said that Bar Kamsa, because of a seemingly small fight between two people, regarding two people, Kamsa and Bar Kamsa, Yerushalayim was destroyed. Because of a hen and a rooster, Termalka was destroyed. It seemed like something small. People didn't realize that it could lead to much greater consequences. Ashaka the Rispak, because of the wall of a woman's carriage, Chod Beitar, the city of Beitar was destroyed. So basically, even things that seem small and insignificant, if a person doesn't watch out, doesn't think ahead, they could erupt in something much bigger. So the Gemara now will explain piece by piece. The Gemara says that Kamsa or Bar Kamsa Chorav Yerushalayim, because of the mistake of Kamsa and Bar Kamsa, Yerushalayim was destroyed. Ahu Gavra Drachim Kamsa Baldevovi Bar Kamsa. There was a person who had a friend by the name of Kamsa and an enemy by the name of Bar Kamsa. Avas Hudasa, he made a party. Amle Lashame Zilai Sili Kamsa. He told his servant, his attendant, to invite Kamsa. Ozalai Sili Bar Kamsa. By mistake, he went and invited Bar Kamsa. Also, Ashkechet Ava Yosef, so the host of the party came, he saw Bar Kamsa was sitting at the party. Amarle Mechte, Hu Gavra Bal Devova, the Hu Gavra, who my boy Socha. He says, listen, you're my enemy, what are you doing over here? Kum Puk, stand up and leave. Amarle, so he told him, Hoil Vasoy, Shafkan, Vihivnalach, the Meimad, Achilna Vashasina. Said, I'm already here. Don't embarrass me, and I'll pay you for the food that I eat. You're not going to incur any financial loss. Armalei Loi, he says, no, I'm not going to let you stay. Armalei Hivnalach, me Paga, he said, if you let me stay, I'll pay for half the party. Armalei Loi, he said, no, you have to leave. Armalei Hivnalach, me Kulat to the Saich. So he said, I'll give you the amount of money of the whole party. Armalei Loi, he told him, no, you have to leave. He took him by his hand, he picked him up, and he took him out. Omar Bar Kamsa said, they were Chachamim sitting at the party and they did not protest, they didn't stop him. Zachariah, that proves that the Chachamim, they weren't concerned, didn't bother them the fact that he's embarrassing me in public. So I'll now take revenge on all the Yidden. I will go to the emperor in Rome and I will master the king in Rome. The emperor in Rome. He went and he told the emperor that the Jewish people rebelled against you. He says, who will say, what's the proof? He says, send the carbon. Goyim were allowed to bring carbonates in the base. Rashi brings a pasuk from where we learn now that also Goyim were allowed to bring certain carbonates. So send the carbon to the base HaMikdash. See if they'll bring it as a carbon. So he sent through Bar Kamsa a fatty calf, an animal, a choshev animal for a carbon. As Bar Kamsa was taking the animal to the Beis HaMikdash, he caused the animal to have a blemish. Some people say that the mum was in the upper lip of the animal, nivsvasayim. Other people say Bedukin Shabai means the cataract in the eye. How could you cause the animal to have a cataract? There's a way of doing it based on the diet to give the animal, etc. Duchta de Lilidan have a mumo, Lilidhul have mumo. The reason why Dafka made a mum in one of these two places is because when a Yid brings a carbon and an animal has a mum in the upper lip or it has a cataract in the eye, he's not allowed to bring it as a carbon. However, when a goy brings a carbon outside of the Beis HaMikdash, the halach is that goyim are allowed to bring carbonas to the Eibusher outside of the Beis HaMikdash. So there are certain blemishes that are not allowed. If the animal has certain blemishes, they're not allowed to bring it. But if it has a cut in the lip, a cataract in the eye, that's not considered a significant enough mum that a goy that's bringing a carbon for the Eibusher outside of the Beis HaMikdash is not allowed to bring it. So he knows that for him, for a goy, this is usually not considered a mum. So the emperor wouldn't really understand that essentially in the Beis HaMikdash he's not allowed to bring it. So he's going to think that the Jewish people didn't accept the carbon because they rebelled against the emperor. Now the Chachamim wanted to bring the carbon. They realized what's going on. The emperor sent the carbon. If they're not going to bring it, the emperor is going to be offended. So in order to keep the peace with the emperor, they wanted to bring the carbon. So Rabbi Zirkin ben Avkula said, hold on. If people see what's going on, people might think they're allowed to bring animals that have a mum on the Mizbeach. So the Chachamim said, okay, if we can't bring this carbon, so let us kill him so that he shouldn't go back to the king and tell the king what happened. Rabbi Chaya said, people are going to think that somebody that makes a blemish in a carbon is supposed to be killed. So anyway, Bepoel, he went back to the king and he informed on the king, and the king sent an army to capture Yerushalayim. Rabbi Yochanan said that the Anova, that Nova over here, it actually translates to mean tolerance, not humility, but tolerance, not taking a firm stand. Rabbi Zirkin ben Avkula did not take a firm stand. He should have killed Bar Kamsa because he realized that Bar Kamsa was a danger, but because he tolerated him, so that caused for the Beis HaMikdash should be destroyed and for the Heichal to be burned and for Didin to go into Galus. The emperor sent Nero to the general to lead the soldiers, the army of soldiers, to conquer Yerushalayim. Kika when he came close to Yerushalayim and he wanted to make some type of a siman, some type of kishuf, a siman, to see if he'll be successful in this campaign. So Kika shot the Gidol of Mizrach Hasanofa Yerushalayim. He shot an arrow towards Mizrach and it fell in Yerushalayim. L'mayrav, he shot it in the opposite direction to Mayrav, Hasanofa Yerushalayim. It came and fell in Yerushalayim. Lar Beruchis Hashemayim, to all other directions, to the north and the south as well. Hasanofa Yerushalayim, they all fell in Yerushalayim. So he understood that David was showing him that if he'll go on his campaign, he'll be successful to conquer Yerushalayim. He met a child that was learning in yeshiva. He asked him, what's the pasuk you're learning now? He said the pasuk says that David promises that he'll take Nekam, will take revenge from Edom for what they did to the Yidden, through the Yidden for what they did to the Yidden. So Amar, he understood that David is telling him two things. He understood David is telling him that he could conquer Yerushalayim. At the same time, he'll be punished. So he said David wants to destroy his house. He wants to wipe his hands clean on me. Basically, he was trying to say that David will let me be successful, but he'll punish me. Like I'm going to be the scapegoat. I'm going to be the one that will be set up to do the churban, but then I'll get punished. So he realized that it's not worth it for him, this whole deal. So Odak Vazal Vigayr, he ran away and he became a ger. V'nofik minei Rab Meir. Rab Meir, the famous Tana Rab Meir, came from him. It's even shaykh that he was his son. According to the generations, it's ganz shaykh that Rab Meir was his son. Well, Avdavke, but anyway. Shadri love Vailas Bastianus Caesar. So Nirin Caesar ran away. So the emperor in Rome sent Bastianus Caesar. So he made a siege on Yerushalayim for 3 years. Within Yerushalayim there were 3 rich people, Naktime ben Gurion, ben Kalbu Sabu, ben Sitis HaKeses. Was Naktime ben Gurion, ben Kalbu Sabu, ben Sitis HaKeses. Naktime ben Gurion, Shenokte Leichama Ba'avura. Naktime ben Gurion was given this name. His real name, I think the Gemara says in Masechta Tainus, was Buni or something like that, but he was called Naktimoin because the word Naktimoin means to pierce, to break through. So Naktimoin ben Gurion was given this name because the sun pierced through the clouds because of him. The story is that the Yidden once came to the Beis HaMikdash and didn't have water to drink, and there was a certain goy that had 12 pits of water. So Naktimin told him, give me the pits of water, and either it will rain. If it doesn't rain by a certain date, I'll give you 12 pieces of silver. It came that day, so the goy tells Naktimin, send me the money. He says, the day is not up yet. It came the afternoon, it came towards the end of the day, towards the evening, so the goy tells a message to Naktimin, send the money. So Naktimin this goy went to the bathhouse. It was Moli Simcha that he was going to get his money. Naktimin went to the Beis HaMikdash and he davened, and it rained. Not only were the 12 pits filled up, but they had extra water. So the goy meets Naktimin Ben Gurion and he tells him, listen, I understand that the Eibishter, did something, did a miracle for you, but Poil, he said the day already is over. He claimed that the day was over, that it rained after the sun set, and it was cloudy. You couldn't tell if the sun is out. So Naktimin went back to the Beis HaMikdash, he davened that Eibishter should show that he loves the Yidden, and the sun pierced through the clouds. So the goy said, now I can't have a taina to you. So he was given the name Naktimoin, that because he caused the sun to pierce the skies. Ben Kalba Savua, I think the nace wasn't just that the sun came out, but that the sun came back. Really, the sun Taka, I think the sun stopped for him. Anyway, Ben Kalba Savua was given that name. Why? Kalba Savua is made up of two words. A kelev, a dog, and savua means satisfied. Whoever goes into his house when he's hungry like a dog comes out satisfied. Ben Tzitzis HaKesses was given this name, so he said, Tzitzosoi Nigredes Agabe Kises.